Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. It's a great day, nice weather. I've seen some of the kids already getting a preview of the equipment. It is indeed an honor for me to be here today, honoring the legend of a lifelong Hartford resident, Miss Roberta Jones. I had the pleasure of meeting Miss Jones. I had the pleasure of being tasked by Miss Jones. She was a doer. She was a person who is of great inspiration to what community service really should be about. So Mrs. Jones, as I said, was a lifelong resident of Hartford, first African American woman state marshal, and was executive assistant to Thurman Milner, who's here with us today, and I want to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed Mayor, Thurman Milner, who, by the way, was the first African-American mayor in New England, and the first African-American mayor of a capital city. This new park is a small tribute, and I say small tribute, to the contributions that Ms. Jones made to our community. Over the years, I have heard countless individual stories about her personal contributions to the personal lives and individuals whose lives were touched by this remarkable woman. As you know, the previous playground was deteriorating. It has been replaced with a new playground featuring new swings, a new play structure with slides, platforms, and climbing elements, new rubber tile safety surface. They didn't have this when I was a small kid, which accounts for a lot of little scars in my head that you can't see. Doug has a couple as well. Representative McCroy's here, but you could see his. The old play structure was still in condition so that it could be repaired, so it was removed and donated to Kids Around the World organization, and it'll be refurbished and reinstalled in a developing nation. This new playscape features a piece of playground equipment designed to look like a fire engine, and that is a testament to the legacy of Miss Roberta Jones and the Jones family to service within our fire department. Mrs. Jones was a dedicated volunteer with the Women's Auxiliary of the Phoenix Society, where she served as a president, and to the generations of relatives who have served with distinguished honor and good service to the Hartford Fire Department. I want to thank a couple of people who are here today. Most importantly, the staff of the Hartford Fire Department, the staff of the Public Works Department, our community leaders, Donna Thompson, the fire department again, and the folks from the Blue Hills community who have all band together and worked to make this project possible. You know, I know that I was familiar with Ms. Jones, always very concerned about the public safety elements of our community. She was the inspiration behind the Are You OK program and countless other programs to serve our community, and also an advocate for the North End Senior Center. I remember one of my first meetings as mayor, she dragged me aside and says, "Mr. Mayor, you got to fix this place up. This is not large enough. We need a health clinic. We need this. We need recreation space." So, good advocate, great advocate, Roberta, you're with us. You will continue to be with us. And I want to personally thank Mr. Jones and thank the Jones family for all that you continue to do, living out her desire that we should just not complain, get involved, and do something for our community. So thank you very much, and I want to thank you. I don't know who's next in the speaking program. You are, Donna? Donna Thompson Daniels, great community leader and advocate. Thank you, Donna.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
The fun is over. We received the money from the mayor's office. We broke ground on the playground, and now it's installed. The work is just beginning. We as a community must be committed to making sure that this playground stay intact. We want to make sure that our community support the children who play here and that they have the safest environment possible. So I'm holding everyone here accountable in the Blue Hills community that we make sure we look out for this park, because Mother Jones would have it no other way if we did not. Thank you. Martin?
Good morning, everybody. First, I want to thank Donna for her due diligence in getting the park done, the mayor, Public Works, the city of Hartford. I didn't write nothing down, and I'm gonna try and get through this.
Yes.
Lonzo, Vic, Kenny, Mo, Tammy, Tracy, Agnes,
Betty,
Miss McGee, Connie, this is just some of the faces that came through this park. In 1982, my mother didn't want this park here. She wanted to keep the park on Chadwick Street. And honestly, she hated it. She fought it. I went to service, I came home, my mother was sitting on the park one day, on the porch, and she was looking down here. And she said, Martin, I'm gonna beat them little kids, I'm gonna beat them little kids. I said, why, Ma, why you gonna beat them little kids? Because they down there tearing up that grass over there y'all used to play on. A few years later, they put up the playscape. My mother would walk down here and sit on the bench underneath the tree that used to be over there. Mom, why you sitting underneath this tree? Because if them kids come back over here messing up this park again, I'm gonna beat them. I'm gonna beat them.
Yes.
Even when my mother got sick, she would sit on the porch. She wouldn't look that way. She wouldn't look that way. She always looked this way. This was her piece of land. Him, me, we ran into that tree. We ran into that tree. This was Hospital Central. And every day we went home to 111 Chatham Street, Roberta Jones was there to say, use it. But if she was here today, I know my mother would say, the city did a good job, thank you. And for everybody that's still in the neighborhood, that was in the neighborhood, that come around the neighborhood, this is her park, and this is still our park. Thank y'all for coming.
As you can see, this is just not a playground. This is a history of a community and a great woman engraved into a great place for our children to enjoy. Thank you all for being here. Let's keep Roberta Jones' memory alive. Thank you.
My beach at the playground.